Hello there, it is me, Venomous Seal, Venmu, and today I have an exciting match for you guys. It's the week 1 match of ISBL Season 4, and I am up against R Brown 430, coach of the Pittsburgh Bewears. And I'm just going to look over my team here. So, decided to bring a specially defensive Mega Sizzle, Knockoff, Roost, Hidden Power Ice, U-Turn, Ground EMZ, Guard Chomp with Rough Skin, Stealth Rock, Swords Dance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, a bulky special attacking Rotom Heat, White Herb for the overheat obviously, and then you've got Thunderbolt, Hidden Power Ice, Substitute. Then we've got Comfey with the Babiri Berry and Triage with Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Giga Drain Default. We're running max HP, max defense. Then we have Alolan Persian, and we are rocking Parting Shot, Knockoff, Toxic, and Foul Play leftovers. Max HP, lot of speed, bit of defense. And then finally we have Exploud with the Wise Glasses, Soundproof, and Boom Burst, Fire Blast, Ice Beam, and Taunt. So that's the team I decided to bring. A few things to note: no Bullet Punch on Sizzle, just because I couldn't really fit it on there because this was a defensive set. So that's what I had there. I had Hidden Power Ice for the Zygarde. I had Swords Dance, Ground EMZ, Earthquake, just to really kind of sweep a little bit, but mostly to break through a lot of his bulky Pokemon like Milotic and Registeel, even though Earthquake pretty much decimated that. Rotom Heat, checked a lot of his team. I had Substitute to punish any switches, Hidden Power Ice for any kind of Zygarde switch-ins, so that was all there. I wanted to do like a little Calm Mind sweep with Comfey, just because I'd be bulky on the physical side as well and get priority in my healing moves, so that's why I wanted to run that. Alolan Persian here really going to punish any switches with things like Knockoff and Parting Shot, and then we've got, you know, Exploud just virtually 2-hit KOs his whole team and can beat Registeel 1v1. So that's why I decided to bring. We'll go over the game now. So he brought Thundurus, Therian, Milotic, Zygarde, Necrozma, Mega Pidgeot, and Chestnut. So I was very surprised to see no Registeel. It just means Boom Burst could kind of just knock everything over really. So I definitely like this matchup. I felt like I had a good matchup, and I felt like I had a good team for it as well. So we shall get into the match. So let's talk about my lead here. I wanted to lead with Alolan Persian, just because I could Parting Shot or Knockoff or whatever, and I would just be able to gain some momentum. But then I realised he could lead with Mega Pidgeot, which would be faster than me, so that probably wouldn't be very good. I wouldn't be taking a Hurricane. So I led with Rotom Heat, and that paid off pretty nicely because Rotom Heat just kind of walls Mega Pidgeot and can just kind of kill it. So right, so he Mega Evolves, and he goes for the U-turn. Fair play. Got to get out of there somehow. It could have been Scarf, so that could have been dangerous, but he goes into Zygarde here, and turn 1, Hidden Power Ice. This is how you want to start a league. Just straight up, turn 1. I had nothing to lose by clicking Hidden Power Ice there, so I just went for it. Even if he went Thundurus to try and take an electric move, that wouldn't take it. That Chestnut wouldn't take it very nicely. It was just good play overall in my opinion. So Zygarde's out here. I've got to get out of there because, you know, 1000 arrows is 4 times super effective. So that was necessary. And he brings in Zygarde to, you know, 1000 arrows me. And he does 44%, and I know he's banded from that damage because it wouldn't do that much normally. So good intel here. Very good intel. He switches to Chestnut. I go for the Parting Shot just to, you know, gain some momentum, and I go out into my Sizzle. Not sure why, but he goes into my Milotic, I Mega Evolve, and I go for the Knockoff. And that gets rid of his Flame Orb, which is really nice because it means it won't be as bulky now. He goes for a Scald, 20%, burn, ouch. Doesn't really matter though because I am defensive. So I'll go into my Rotom Heat here. Quite a risky move considering I'm I'm up against the water type, and it could do a lot of damage, but he switches into Necrozma and takes a nice chunk there. I decided to go for the overheat here and do 60%, which is some nice damage. He sets up his rocks, fair enough. I burn my white herb so I can just fire off another overheat when I want to. Go for Hidden Power Ice in case he wants to switch, but Necrozma is down, so quite a good start honestly. The burn's a bit annoying, but he goes into Zygarde here. I go into my Comfey, and I take 1,000 arrows, which does 50%. So I didn't want to go into Alolan Persian because I thought you might predict that. I go for a Draining Kiss, does absolutely nothing. I really wish I ran special attack investment here, but I get rid of the rocks as he recovers. I start setting up Calm Minds as he just fires off a Scald and burns me again. So the idea was kind of just to set up here, but Giga Drain, get a nice 29%. He has the Haze, which completely just messes with my strat. So obviously this isn't going to work. So I got into my Mega Scizor here as he goes for another Scald. I'm taking these pretty nicely, so not too worried. I am getting just below 50 though, so I'm going to need to heal up. Wonder if I do that now. No, I go for a U-turn. U-turn out into my Rotom Heat, looking to T-Bolt this boy. But instead I go for a sub, predicting a switch, but he just stays in and Scalds, so not the best case scenario. But he goes for the... I go for the Thunderbolt, do a good chunk of damage. He goes for the Scald, also does a good chunk of damage. So, and then he switches into the Thundurus. And I Hidden Power Ice again. I'm loving these Hidden Power Ice reads. They always pay off. So he Thunderbolts me and kills me, which is a shame because Rotom Heat was really applying a lot of pressure. I go into my Garchomp here, and as he goes into Chestnut, I fire off a Dragon Claw, which does about 30%. So not massive damage, but I go into my Comfey here as he misses a Leech Seed. I guess that evens out the hack since he burned 2 of my mons. He goes into Pidgeot here, and well, let's just keep watching, shall we? I mean, I'm kind of just sacking Paula at this point, getting some nice damage off, and of course Paula dies to a Hurricane. Fair enough. So I go into my Exploud here because A, I know I can live a hit, and B, I know I can kill it, and if I don't kill this, I'll kill anything that switches in. So there's nothing wrong with me going for a Boom Burst here. He goes for Hurricane, he confuses me, and then I hit myself in confusion, and that sucks because without Bullet Punch I kind of just lose. As you'll see at this point here, I go into my Garchomp, I get Hurricaned, don't get confused, which is nice. Go for the Dragon Claw, 52%. So yeah, I haven't got Bullet Punch, he outspeeds my whole team, and that's pretty much just, at this point I've lost. So that was the biggest confusion ever, and I know I probably could have handled that better with like having Rotom Heat still around, but I just lose now. So he thinks I have Bullet Punch, so I'm just kind of stalling out with Mega Scizor here. Nice Hidden Power Ice. He's Drain Punching, and that's getting him a lot of HP back. I go for the U-turn, get into my Exploud. He goes into Milotic, and at least Exploud gets 1 kill. So as you can see, no real switch-ins. So, and then Mega Pidgeot just comes out, and then that's it. Heat Wave dead. So yeah, that was annoying. That might be my worst loss in this league. 4-0 is not something I usually go. Maybe it's a 3-0 at minimum. But yeah, that sucked, because if I had killed Mega Pidgeot, I feel like teamwork between Exploud and Garchomp and a bit of Alolan Persian and Mega Scizor could have handled everything else. I mean, I'm pretty sure Garchomp could kind of win at that point if it could take an a choice band extreme speed from Zygarde. And, you know, I also feel like I shouldn't have been so risky with my Rotom Heat. I shouldn't have just let it sit out in front of my Milotic. I should have probably gone into something like Mega Scizor again and just started stalling it out a bit. But that's how that goes. I mean, I feel like even if that wouldn't have happened and we just would have kept playing, I still maybe could have lost, depending on some of his sets. He was Agility, Wise Glasses, Thunderous, so that would have actually been a problem. But I think he might have had Hidden Power Ice for Garchomp, so I think Scizor would have been able to maybe take a hit from that. But Exploud dealt with Chestnut, Garchomp dealt with everything else. Milotic was too low to fight Garchomp, so if Garchomp went down, then, well, no, once Exploud was down, couldn't beat Chestnut, so, because you can see the 1v1 between Chestnut and Mega Scizor wasn't going the best, so, yeah, that's how that went. A few things I regret not doing. I wish I'd brought Special Attack on my Comfey, like I said earlier, just because I would have put that Pidgeot in range of Dragon Claw, and I would have at least had a better chance then. Also, like I said, Rotom Heat, should have played a bit safe with that, but yeah, I mean, I knew what I had to do to stop this thing from sweeping me, and then you get hit by 2 1 in 3 chances in a row, and then it's just over. So, can't say I'm not annoyed. I mean, it was very frustrating on the day of the battle, and that's not how you want to start a league. I mean, I feel like I played really well that game. I played to the best of my ability, but you just get hit with that hacks and it's all over, so... Anyway, not a good way to start, like I said. And it's going to be very hard for me to gain momentum with future matches as well, because everyone's really good, and I'm not, so... yeah, so thanks for watching me get wrecked. Something I do want to point out, though, is I noticed Arbrown has a similar team to what we had in Season 1, because he had Zapdos, Garchomp, he also had Registeel, I think he had Necrozma, he had Cryogonal. Don't know if that was intentional, but I definitely noticed it, so very interesting there. Anyway, unfortunate loss, maybe I should have run Bullet Punch, you know, I felt like I had what I needed to win, but I just couldn't get through. So I'm going to stop babbling now, because I'm just repeating myself. So next week we have Cahoots, and he is the champion of Season 3, and he's the person I lost to in the finals. Not expecting a win here, if I'm being honest, but at least if I don't win, I hope I don't get hacked, so fingers crossed. Maybe I've got some cool sets, so maybe I can work some magic around that, but thanks for watching. Also, exciting news, I ditched half my team because they suck, so I got rid of... I'll explain it in the video, but I did a bunch of free agencies, 4 in fact. I used all 4 at the same time. I thought my team was pretty good when I drafted it, but I guess there was just a few problems with it, so definitely drafted some pretty cool Pokemon I'm excited to use. You have to see. It will be after the fight with Cahoots, because it will be taking effect week 3, so, and that'll be against Sam. So anyway, so I'm going to stop rambling on now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye!